What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video, and welcome back to B&B Garage. All right, everybody, so today's video is going to be something new, something I have never done before. We're going to be going to a junkyard to see if we can get some parts for the old Lexus. So, as some of you may know from watching the videos, we have the Lexus right here. I already took the hood off because it has some damage to it, which causes it to not line up very well, and also it's missing the hydraulic struts that go on here as well. So I found a junkyard that has a 97 Lexus, just like this one. It's the same body color and everything, and it has a good hood in good condition with the hydraulic struts that are working. So we're gonna go check it out, see if there's some other parts that we can grab from it. But real quick, let me show you guys what the hood looked like. So now I'm back here with the hood. You guys can kind of see there's some dents in here and everything, and these top pieces are a little bit bent, which causes this to not line up very well, which also causes the hood latch to not latch, which is a big problem if we're gonna be driving this to car shows and everything. So we're going to be seeing if we can find a good condition hood today and a couple other pieces as well. All right, so if you hear some chicken noises, I do apologize. We have some chickens in our backyard, so that's what that's coming from. But with that being said, with us trying to find the hood, I'm also going to be trying to find a couple other things. So as some of you may know from the other video of us revealing the project car, the driver rear door is missing the door panel, but I do have it in the trunk. But after looking at it off camera for a little bit, I did realize that it has some pieces missing on it. So I'm going to see if I can just take the whole door off of this car in the junkyard, and it'll save me a whole bunch of time with trying to find the little pieces that the door panel is missing and all that. So I'm going to be looking for that. I'm also going to be looking for ABS sensors, because if I can find old ABS sensors off of that car that still work, it would save me a bunch of time and money, so I can just slap those back onto this car. Since the ABS light is on, it would save me a whole bunch of time and everything. So we're going to be looking for that, as well as a couple other things that I'm not going to say yet because I want to wait until we get there. But without further ado, I'm going to roll some B-roll of us rolling up to the spot, and I'll see you guys soon.
I get the kill like a Russian. Quarterback sack, bitch, I'm Russian. Count all the cash in American, English, Spanish, Chinese, and Russian. I made your hair like concussion. She give me hair like concussion. Love when she suck with a ton and she put in a throat like a motherfucking cushion. White police look at me crooked.
All right, everybody, so after those B-roll shots, obviously we are not at the junkyard. We are actually back home now. We went to the junkyard and everything, but once we got there, we found out some things that we weren't expecting to, so they did not allow us to film. So I didn't end up bringing the camera out anyways, but I also didn't feel comfortable doing it regardless, so I left it in the car to begin with, because there was a couple people that were already watching the cars, since this is a brand new car, and my father-in-law was also with me. He was driving a brand new vehicle as well, so they were watching it a little bit more closely than other people's cars in the parking lot, so I didn't really feel comfortable bringing out the thousands of dollars of filming equipment that I had. My father-in-law was with me to help me, since Beans isn't able to help me right now. I had him help me pull parts and get everything loaded up onto the wagons that they had, and it just would have been difficult to film anyways, so I figured I would give you guys an update while I'm back at home. We did end up getting the parts that we needed. We grabbed a hood, we grabbed a hood latch since the hood latch on the Lexus is damaged. We grabbed the door with the extra door panel, and I'm pretty sure that was it. We also grabbed 2 clamps for the radiator, actually, because right now it's just zip tied in place, so hopefully that helps fix the problem with that moving back and forth inside the engine bay. But without further ado, let me show you guys the new parts. Alright guys, so I apologize in advance. We have a little bit of a storm coming in, so it is a little bit windy, but once we got there, we did find out that the car that they had in the junkyard was not actually the same body color like I had originally thought it was. So it ended up being white, but you know, it is what it is. It's not going to be the prettiest right now, but at least we have it, and it's in good condition, so we can wrap it at a later time. But here's the hood. It's in very good condition. There's no dents or dings. The car that we pulled from was actually in really good condition. So this hood is super nice, super clean. And then there's the door as well. That car only had 131,000 miles on it, and the hood and everything that we took from it was in super good condition. The car was very well taken care of. So here's the door, here's the new door panel. It's all intact and everything. We pulled the wiring harness out for it, so it should just be super easy to hook up and move on from it. But let me show you guys the actual Lexus real quick, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about with all the damage. Alright, so here's our Lexus. This is our project car. So as you guys can see, this is what I was talking about with the radiator clamps that we took. It was hanging out just like this. There's one zip tie holding this thing up from falling. We took those. We also took the hood latch, because this is obviously dinged up and everything and won't latch fully. Part of the issue was because the body lines would not match up, but with that happening, dinged this up quite a bit, and we figured we'd just grab a new one over there. And then we obviously grabbed the new hood, and then let me show you guys the door that I'm talking about. So this driver rear door is the one that I was talking about. This is the one that's missing the door panel. The extra one is in the trunk, but I figured we might as well just grab a brand new one. And it is a different color. The leather is also a different color on it. It's more brown instead of the gray that is on the other doors, but it's fine. I don't really care about how good it looks as long as there is one here and we can get this window replaced so we have a new window on the other door as well. So it should be able to open and close like it should as soon as we hook up all the sensors. All right, so now that you guys have all seen all the new parts and the damage on the project car that led me to purchasing those items, that's pretty much going to be it for today. I know it was a short one, and I didn't really get to film much, but it is what it is. That's just the circumstances that I had to deal with. I know that in a prior video that's going to be uploaded shortly before this where I cleaned out the Lexus a little bit, I did mention that we will be doing a general maintenance video coming up soon where I'm going to be doing an oil change, checking the brakes, and other things like that. So I'll probably throw those parts on in that video. I won't be wrapping them. They'll be mismatched colors for now. It's just something that we got to deal with. But that's pretty much going to be it for today's video. I appreciate you guys coming on the short journey that it was. Like I said, I do apologize that we did not get to film inside the junkyard, but it is what it is. I did what I could do. But with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video, even though it wasn't very long. I hope you guys drop a like on this video. Comment down below what your favorite part was. Comment what we should do next to the car. Subscribe, turn bell notifications on, and share the channel with your friends so we can spread our audience out as far as possible. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, y'all.